up, y'all?
Hey, guys.
Welcome to Ask John and April Live, where we take your questions and we answer them, and then we get you to answer them, too, and talk a little bit about the subject matter. Hope you like that little musical interlude at the beginning there.
I know Jeremiah probably noticed that. He's probably the only one who caught
probably, that. More than likely. He saw and heard all of that. Primo, what's the deal, man?
Hey, Primo.
Primo is here in the building, if there's an actual building in this situation. Madeline, what's up? Primo said, my wife normally gives me one of my favorite candles for Valentine's Day. I will open them when the broadcast starts and hope I don't eat too many and get sick. Oh.
Well, you have a nice little
snack. That was candies, not candles.
Yeah, I was like, candles open.
Yeah, why is he eating?
Like, wow.
Why is he eating candles? You know what I'm saying? What's up, Jeremiah? Marine vet Carlos says, you guys' wisdom are welcomed and warranted each and every podcast. Keep bringing knowledge to the uninformed masses that are seeking clarity on life and understanding the opposite sex. Never stop. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We will try not to
awesome.
stop. You know what I'm
Thank
saying?
you. See, I told you. Jeremiah said, definitely realize that.
So he saw it.
Of course.
He also likes our outfits.
He's
Thank
gonna
you.
Catch it.
Thank you very much, Jeremiah, for that.
It's my birthday present from my kids.
Yes, that's very nice. And you notice she's repping my city.
I
know
am.
What I'm saying?
I am.
See that? Brooklyn? Y'all see that? Well,
listen, I ain't got no problem with that.
Well, you should be. I mean, you know,
but
we are one.
ATL is going to be first, though, shout.
Yeah,
you know that.
True.
You know that.
What's up, Kim?
Kimmy?
Why is this thing not... Oh, here we go.
There we go. Hey, fam.
Brittany's here, too. Hey, John and April. We just came from seeing my mom at the graveyard.
Oh, wow.
Man. We were just talking about your mom a little bit earlier today, man. We miss her. Miss her
really
tremendously, man.
Love her.
Oh, man.
Glad to have you here tonight.
We've been dealing with a lot of death lately, actually.
Yes,
and,
we have.
So our hearts go out to friends and family who've been dealing with a lot of stuff lately. We're just going to be praying, lifting them up.
Definitely.
Anyway, so there's a couple things that I want to say tonight. Well, first of all, if this is your first time here, we want you to just say newbie in the chat, and we welcome you. We are John and April. I'm obviously John.
No, I'm John. He's April.
Well,
John
you never know.
You never know, you know? Yeah, these days, right. You know what I'm saying? Well, these days. Let me take those days.
That's right. Lovely Rose says, good night, everyone. What's up?
Hello.
Our favorite Graham.
Hey,
Happy Valentine's Day. What's the deal, man?
Gary?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Britt, I know you miss her, too. You got to miss her more than we do.
Yes, definitely.
So what I want to say is if you're new here and you've never been here before, go ahead and put newbie in the chat. You could be watching the replay. You could be on here watching it live. It doesn't matter to us. We want to shout you out. So tell us where you're coming from and everything like that. We hope that you like what you hear. We're here usually on Wednesday nights. It's been every other Wednesday lately. It's supposed to be every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern.
Exactly.
But it's been every other.
And you look at Primo talking about newbie.
You ain't no newbie.
With
a big old long nose. Somebody literally said
somebody
the other
said
day,
to us who does not know you.
Right.
I don't know Primo, but he's
I
on the
feel
show.
like I know him.
I feel like I know him.
Right.
Tell him I said what's up.
Exactly.
So you have some fans, Primo. You have fans. Okay.
Yeah, that's more like it, G. Old B. That's what you are. You know what I'm saying?
Old B.
So if you're a newbie, let us know.
Yeah, let us know.
We also want you to share this. Feel free. If you're not following us already, you can follow us on Instagram and TikTok. It's at Just John and April. In fact, here it is right here. So go ahead and do that if you'd like. You can find other stuff from us on there. You can actually subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. So do all that. And, of course, share this. This is these episodes oftentimes start good conversations. And you might be surprised. You may have a family member or a loved one or somebody that you know that's in a relationship and maybe has trouble talking about certain things. Send them our way. Send them our link.
Yes,
you know
because we have some great chimes on here, man.
We do. Thank you, Chimes, for always
chiming in
and being part of the conversation.
Exactly.
And we're excited about tonight.
Okay, so what you got to tell the people?
So I watched like 5 minutes of Harry and Meghan.
So he finally did it, y'all. 5 minutes?
Only 5 minutes. Now, I only did it because I didn't have that much time. But
wow, so you just watched it real quick?
Yes, but I want to say this. I was intrigued in those first 5 minutes.
Wow.
And I will definitely be watching the entire thing.
Really?
No question. Now, there's some things that they did.
Wow.
Well, are you surprised at that?
I am. Like,
why, though? You said you thought it was going to like it.
I told you it was good, but you know. I didn't know what you were gonna think.
So far, it's good. There are a couple things that they did that I like. It feels like they're trying to lend to what feels like transparency. Number one, I like the iPhone angles. It looks like when Harry and Meghan are talking, at least at the very beginning of it, they're just recording on their phones. Like, he's in the bathroom, she's in her room, whatever.
There's so much more.
I'm sure there is.
Okay.
So I like that, though. That makes it feel more real. I like that.
Yeah.
And there were a couple things that happened at the beginning that I liked that I thought lended to the transparency. There was one thing that they said that I didn't like.
What?
So very beginning, it's black screen, and there are words on the screen, right? And it says something like, this is the untold story of Harry and Meghan, something like that. And it was something about that I liked. It was almost like they were saying they haven't gotten to tell their side, so you're going to get it now.
Yeah.
I thought that was good. I also liked the fact that there was something else that they said. I wrote it down, actually.
You were about to say what you didn't like.
I'm going to tell you that in a second.
Okay.
They said everything was recorded by August of 2022. I felt like there was something about the timeline that must be important. I haven't gotten to that yet, but I'm assuming that if it was recorded later than August of 2022, that maybe that would somehow change something. So I'm glad that they gave us that information up front, because they could have been deceitful and made it like, this was made more recently and it might have put them in a favorable light or something. So I think that was good. What I didn't like, and I never like it when people say this, I didn't like that they said that the members of the royal family declined to comment on this.
Why not?
Because that, to me, and let me ask you if this is true.
Okay.
That sounds damning. It sounds like
but it's what happened.
Hold on.
We tried
to reach out to them,
yes,
and they declined to comment. It's almost like to me. There are many reasons why you could decline to comment, and they're not all bad. In fact, there are some subjects that if somebody were to call us and talk to us about it, we might be like, you know what? That's really none of your business. I declined to comment. So I shouldn't have to, just because I declined to comment shouldn't mean that's bad.
That's true. It could mean that I just don't want to tell all the business.
Yeah. It could mean that I don't want to get trapped by you. Because I know that as a reporter, you may ask me a question and get me into some soundbite type situation, and we may have a policy that we just don't do that.
But that's why you write your comment.
Nah.
Yeah, you write your comment, and you just say.
Listen, I should not have to comment, and the fact that I didn't comment shouldn't necessarily be a bad thing.
That's true.
So anyway,
but they needed to say that because they know that it. Listen, the truth is, you know the truth. That's the thing. You know they didn't want to comment because they know they're wrong for that.
And see, this is the point. The point is, it's just like in court, where I'll make you say a bunch of stuff, and then the other lawyer will object, and then the judge will say to the jury, strike that. But I can't unhear it. Right. I heard it now. Right. So to me, it's like that. It's like a tactic that
you're right.
You didn't. Yeah, so I didn't like that. I didn't like the fact that they said they declined to comment.
But you know what? I think they have to do that. I think they have to say that. They have to say what happened in that. I mean, think about it. Dr. Phil, when he's doing his stuff, he always has that too.
Yeah, but I think that they only say
whoever the company is that they're talking about that discriminated against the black people on the show or whatever,
they decline to comment.
They decline to comment because you asked them, hey, do you want to defend yourself right now? Do you want to say your part?
Right.
No, I do not.
Yeah. Jeremiah said, yeah, but that's just the overall stigma of declining to comment, not necessarily the show itself. So I agree, Jeremiah, but here's what I'm saying. They didn't have to put that. It wasn't
they probably did.
No,
legally, they probably did.
Legally, they could have put it at the end in the credits. They didn't have to put it at the beginning, up front, with the whole screen black, so I would read it and immediately prejudice myself against the royal family. That's what I'm saying.
I needed to know that.
Anyway, Horace talking about I'm late. What y'all talking about? All we're saying is I finally watched. I watched the first 5 minutes of Harry and Meghan, and I'm just giving you my impression.
And he said it's so good.
It looks very interesting, and I'm definitely going to watch it. And Camila says, hey, what's up, Camila? Glad y'all joining us. Yes. Everybody's coming on. Thank you for coming and being here tonight. We're excited. We're excited about tonight's subject and all that kind of stuff too. But I did want to start off by just saying I did do a little bit of my homework assignment.
He said he was going to do.
Yes.
He did do what he
I watched a little bit of Harry and Meghan. I watched the rest later.
It's good. I think you're really going to like it. No, not
no.
a new. No, he's old. He is old school.
I'm way behind.
Way behind. Why I say old school?
I don't know. But this is the Harry and Meghan thing that's on Netflix. Yeah. It's the docuseries or whatever on Netflix.
And he was supposed to watch it with me, but
right. And that hasn't happened yet. And Camilla says, John, you still with the Harry and Meghan slander? I'm not slandering.
No, he's not. He's actually saying that it's really good.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be good.
And he's gonna finish it.
Yes.
So I can't wait till you're done, so you can see the truth. Because I believe it's the truth. I mean, they and you know the royal family has their side of the story, but if you don't tell it, I won't know it. So I go by.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's true.
You know, and they may not care. You know.
Anyway, okay. So tonight's episode.
Yes, tonight's topic.
Tonight we are discussing Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm.
Valentine's Day was yesterday, as you all know. Oh, I at least yesterday? Hope that you know.
It was.
I hope that you did something, or at least acknowledged it, if your significant other cares about that. Right. That's kind of the subject a little bit tonight.
Yeah.
About whether or not it's even a big deal. We're very interested in knowing what people did for Valentine's Day. And there's kind of a reason behind that. I kind of want to know, do people all take it seriously? Is it like a big thing? Is Valentine's Day one of those holidays that's high on your totem pole? And if it is, what kind of stuff do you do? Do you have any
traditions?
Crazy
do you go
traditions?
All out? Because I know growing up, my dad always got us chocolates.
All of y'all?
All of us.
Now, hold on. Let me ask you a question. With Valentine's Day, if it gives you the chocolate and that's it, does that count? Or do you actually have to ask the person to be your Valentine?
No. You don't have to ask the person to be your Valentine.
You don't?
No.
Okay.
You just give them the gift.
So your dad never did that then?
No, he didn't have to. We were all his Valentines.
Now, you didn't really like chocolate like that, though. Or did you?
I did.
You like those?
Well, I would just get the ones that I liked.
Yes.
Pick out the ones I liked. Yeah.
Your dad had an interesting tradition when it came to Valentine's Day.
And my mother got the very expensive chocolates.
Yes, the Godiva ones.
Exactly.
But the question is, when did she get them?
What do you mean?
When did she get them?
On Valentine's Day.
I don't think so.
Yes, she did.
I remember your dad telling me that he would always get his Valentine's Day candy a day after Valentine's Day because it was cheaper.
That's right. Maybe I thought it was Valentine's Day.
That's what I always remember.
Wow, I think you're right.
So anyway,
I'm not sure. But I think you might. I would not.
We have to double check that tonight and find out. But I'm almost positive that is true.
Okay.
So here's the question: Valentine's Day is something that in our family, you and I have never really done a whole bunch for. So tell people what we did last night for Valentine's Day.
Okay, this is what we did, and this is what we usually do. Y'all know we're foodies, so
yes, we are.
It's all about eating.
Every time.
So if there's another holiday to give us an excuse to go and eat something,
come on, somebody.
We doing that. Okay, so we just went to Plant Burger.
Yep.
And got some little treats and came home and ate it in the bed. Y'all know I love eating in the bed.
We also got vegan cookies.
Yep. Yes.
And devoured those joints.
And yes, we did.
Bed yesterday.
And in the bed. And so eating in the bed is a part of the fact that this is something that not we're celebrating necessarily, but we're going to take this day to go do something like that.
It's basically an excuse for us.
It's an excuse to do what we love to do, which is eat.
And be with each other.
And
celebrate our love, basically. So we're celebrating Black love last night. And here's the thing. We also watch something normally or something like that. So that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
I wonder if people would say
I would say we really don't celebrate Valentine's Day.
And this is what I was going to say. Would a normal person say that that's not really celebrating? That's what I want to know. I wonder
because we do that anyway.
That's true. So, does it have to be special in order to do that?
I just think it's nice to have. It's nice that here's a day where we're definitely going to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that can happen at.
When you say do it, what are you talking about?
Eating food.
Okay,
babe.
Right. I want to make sure that's clear.
Eating food in the bed and watching a show.
Okay.
But we do that on a Saturday night. Okay, that's like every Saturday night. So that's nothing different. So we really don't celebrate it, but I think we use it as an excuse to do that. In the middle of the week.
I'm curious to know if a normal person would say that's not celebrating it.
I think a normal person would say it is if that's what we feel celebrating is.
Right.
But I don't think we celebrate it because I don't think that, that's not why I don't know. Because I feel like celebrating it would be I would say it would be a little bit more than that because you would do something special.
Okay, so over the years, as you think back over our 22 years of being married to each other, let's go further back than that. Let's make the whole 25 years because we dated for 3, really almost 4, really beforehand. So the question is, do you think can you remember a memorable Valentine's Day?
I mean, I know you got me a bear or something.
Right. I'm saying I can't really remember. Like, I don't remember anything.
I know John got me a bear.
Significant that we've
within
done
our
over the years.
The years that we were together. You always got me something, but
Right.
it was like a bear,
Right.
or a card,
Yeah, be my Valentine.
or
Right.
but nothing like. And I think we went out.
Yes.
When we were dating.
We would do that.
But then
That's
once
true.
we got married, we were like, we ain't doing that. Let me tell you, I'm very frugal. And
That's
so my whole thing is another day to spend money. I really, like going out to eat, that's different to me.
Right.
But spending money on gifts again. And I think the thing about it is where it is in the year. Because our anniversary is
in
December
December.
17th.
That's
then
right.
you have Christmas. Then
Yep.
my birthday is January 24th.
Yep.
Then John's birthday is February 12th.
So that's 2 days before.
So
So we've been celebrating all
you
these
spending
things.
all this money every
Yep.
month.
Yep. That's very true.
It's like
That probably has a lot to do with it too.
that has a lot
I didn't
to do
even think
with
about that. John's birthday is 2 days before Valentine's
Yeah,
Day,
you
and
can
we just
forget
dropped.
it.
And
All
John
the
just
money-
turned. John just turned 18.
He
We
just
had a big old 18th
and
birthday
we dropped
party.
a nice
We
penny
dropped
on
all
his
kind of
birthday.
money on that joint. You
So
know what I'm
that
saying?
we wasn't about to be.
That's a good point.
So I think that has something to do with it too.
Okay.
But I think when we're dating, I think that's when you want to have reasons to do special things.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
I agree.
And I think for some people, this is something where they go and do something big. That's fine.
Right.
But for
Nothing wrong with
us,
that.
I don't want to spend any money.
Right. Okay. So.
Or think about, oh man, I got to, you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Like another day
yes,
you got to think
right,
about, oh, you got to
yes.
get the person a card, you got to go find. And I mean, not that I don't want to do that. I'm
Right.
just saying, yo, seriously, y'all, cards are like $10
they're
now.
a grip now.
I look on the back and they're $9.99. I'm like, what?
Right.
Nah, bruh.
Yeah. Can't do it.
I'd rather get the packet of blank ones and then write something significant in there. You know what I mean?
Oh my goodness. Okay, so all of that got me thinking really about this idea about Valentine's Day and whether or not it's a real holiday. I don't think too much of it. Obviously, April doesn't either. We kind of just talked about that just now. But
Yeah.
I just wonder how people would rank Valentine's Day with other holidays. Like, if you take like Christmas and Thanksgiving, probably have to throw Halloween in there because a lot of people like that. Easter, 4th of July. Like, where does this rank? Is it like a first tier holiday or is it like kind of second tier, like, Mother's or Father's Day?
Mother's and
all
Father's
know
Day. That is second
tier.
tier.
You know what
It
I'm saying?
is. Even though
Or
I
all
think
those on
that's
the same
important to
level.
celebrate. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just wonder what people would say to that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, what would you say to that?
Is it okay to like completely ignore Valentine's Day? Like, does that mean you don't care about your partner? Does it mean
or your
that
friends?
you don't care about
Because
love?
let me tell you, my middle schoolers today.
they were giving you Valentine's Day
Listen,
stuff?
yesterday. Well, I got a couple of kids give me stuff, but I'm talking about to each other.
Oh, really?
I'm talking about big old baskets with things like they made their own baskets.
Really?
Girl to girl, like
Oh, my
friends.
goodness.
Yes, they were serious.
So it's like they just have an excuse to give each other
one
something.
little boy bought this girl some Crocs, y'all.
What? Crocs are expensive.
Crocs, exactly.
That's
they were
crazy.
legit Crocs, and
Oh,
they
my
look
goodness.
dope.
Really?
Like, yes.
Wow.
Yes. So they are serious
They're
about
doing
it.
it- they're
Okay?
doing it up for real.
They're serious about it. But that's their mama's money.
Of course. They
Mom and
spend it
daddy's money. That's
themselves.
their
You know what I'm
parents'
saying?
money.
Right.
But anyway, that's not the point.
So let me ask you: do you
okay.
think Valentine's Day is? It has to. You probably already answered this just now. Is it a first tier holiday
I'm
like
gonna
Thanksgiving,
say,
Christmas,
honestly,
stuff like that?
I'm gonna be honest with you. When I think of all the days that you just mentioned,
Yes.
all the holidays,
Yes.
mothers and fathers, and
Even that, yeah.
You said 4th of July.
4th of July, I
All
said that too. Yeah.
Honestly, I would rather celebrate 4th of July. No, I'm serious.
Right.
I'm not trying to be like that.
Right.
But Valentine's is probably the last.
That's the lowest one.
The lowest one.
Right. Right.
Not that, I mean, it's great. Celebrating love, that's great.
Yes,
You know,
right,
like I
right.
said, we can eat. But see, 4th of July, I like having a big party.
Yes.
With
Barbecue,
food, barbecue.
whatever.
Like, that's
Right.
really special to me.
Yes. Yes. That's hilarious. Man.
Again, it goes back to the eating.
That's so funny.
I think that's why Christmas and Thanksgiving are my favorites, because the eating
Right.
is
There's
massive.
epic eating. In
Epic
those.
eating.
Yeah.
Wow. Am I a foodie or a biggin?
I don't know. Probably both.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so then we already are
man.
saying that it's pretty low on the totem pole when it comes to holidays for us.
Yeah.
So that really a better question then would be, how does
Well, how about you?
Oh,
You didn't say where
I feel the same way as you do.
Okay.
I almost forget it's coming.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like I don't feel bad.
Well, we don't forget it's coming because we talk about marriage and couples and relationships.
Facts.
So we don't forget because we're going to be doing something.
Yes.
Dealing with.
It's always big in our.
It is.
Because of what we do.
Right.
Because I know that other people are going to be thinking about it and stuff like that. But I'm saying it definitely doesn't register as a holiday, but it does register as something else.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and I want to know what you think about this. How should it like register in terms of like significant events in your relationship? So should Valentine's Day be just as important as like your anniversary or as your significant other's birthday or something like that?
I have an answer for that.
Okay.
I think the only way it should be at that level is if your partner really, really, really wants Valentine's Day to be celebrated.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I don't see anything wrong with celebrating Valentine's Day.
Right.
If you decide as a couple, this is what we're going to do or this is what we're not going to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it has to be that you both agree. Like we both agree because I ain't spending no extra money on Valentine's Day.
Right, exactly.
Because I think that's what it's all about.
Right.
You know, but I think that if you really, really loved Valentine's Day and you're like, man, I really like doing stuff special for you on that day, I would make sure that I do the same. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. I think some couples, you have one who really likes it, they put in effort, and then the other one doesn't and then there's disappointment there every year.
Yeah.
You know, I've heard people say that.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
So I think it has to be that you both decide we're gonna make this special, even if one person in the relationship doesn't feel like it's that important.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's important to your significant other.
So that would be like anything else then, because there's a bunch of stuff that I think is important that you might not think is that important, and that you think is important that I might not think is that important. And because we love each other, we make room for the other person's thing being important because it's important to you, so it's important to me at least a little bit.
I think that's something that should be in every true love relationship.
Agreed. Wholeheartedly.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
If it's important to me, it's important to you.
Yes.
You know?
So you read an article earlier that had to do with basically whether or not a strong relationship could, I guess, survive not celebrating Valentine's Day. I'm not sure if that's how they put it necessarily, but I thought you had something where it was like reasons a strong couple doesn't necessarily have to celebrate Valentine's Day.
Yes. So bustle.com talks about reasons strong couples don't need to celebrate Valentine's Day. They don't need to. Yeah. And there's some really good points here. So the first thing is they don't need to flaunt their relationship status. I think that has to be put there because I believe that sometimes you look at, listen, we're living in a world with social media.
Of course.
And it impacts relationships.
Yes.
And you see all these people in there getting their necklace for Valentine's Day and all this stuff. And you want to put your stuff on there.
And so you think sometimes it's just about
flaunting your exactly.
But if we're secure in our relationship, we don't have to really show anybody
you don't
else.
Have to do that. You don't have to do that. But I think sometimes there's a pressure there. Oh, we have to do something on Valentine's Day because we got to post. I do.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's a good point.
You know, that's true.
Yeah.
So, it was spontaneous affection is way more fun.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and I think that's true to a certain extent.
Yeah.
You know.
I think so too, but I wouldn't necessarily agree that having a particular, that's almost like saying, we shouldn't celebrate our anniversary because spontaneous is much more fun.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree. But
I do see what they're saying.
Right, because I think this holiday is not, I don't want to say it's not a real one, but I don't mean that, guys.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to.
But
this holiday is not something that has to be.
Right.
Has to happen like your anniversary.
Right,
That's got to be celebrated.
Right. You feel
know
like
what I'm
that should be something that you celebrate.
Exactly. Yeah. The holiday comes with unfair pressure. And again, I think it does come with unfair pressure for some couples.
Yes.
You feel like you have to do something big.
And then maybe you have to outdo somebody else and stuff like that.
Yeah. So let's see. It's just a day like any other day.
Okay.
which in a way, just think about it, that every day really should be you celebrating each other in some kind of way.
Yes.
Even with the stresses of life, we should be celebrating each other because life is short.
Yeah.
And you should really be showing your love consistently.
I think I like that one the best.
Strong couples are clear on what Valentine's Day means to them. And that's what I was saying earlier.
Yes, that's the point.
What does it mean to you?
Yes. And the reality is we shouldn't have to feel like we have to justify it to anybody else or anything like that. If we like Valentine's Day or if I like it and you don't, I think it's okay for me to say I like it and why. Sometimes, like you grew up with your dad always giving candy to you guys for Valentine's Day. That might have made a big enough impression on you that you would have wanted that on Valentine's Day growing up.
I did when we first got married.
I remember that too.
And you did do things because of that.
Yes.
But then we both, and I think this is... I think this one is us. Sometimes it's more fun to boycott social norms.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
Societal norms.
Yes.
I think that we love doing that.
Yeah, we do.
We love doing that. Let's see if there's another good one here. Anyway, yeah. So those were just a few.
They know it doesn't solidify a relationship. That's true. Valentine's Day doesn't make it or break it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're secure enough that we don't necessarily have to do that or feel like, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. But I don't always think it has to do with being secure.
That's true.
Sometimes it's just what you like.
Right. And that's my point. My point is, if you like it, you should be secure enough that it's no problem. This is what I like. And here's why I like it. And there's nothing wrong with that. And I think each person in the relationship should be honest with that.
Yeah.
And then make their decision on how they're going to celebrate. So listen to this.
Leading reasons why consumers are not likely to celebrate Valentine's Day in the United States. This was good. It's too much of a commercial marketing event. That's 55%.
This is people's survey.
Yes, 55% say it's too much. I think, because that's where I'm at. Where I'm like, I ain't trying to be spending no money.
Right. And you don't have to celebrate Valentine's Day.
You really don't. Because we only got a couple of little things yesterday.
We spent $20.
$20 and eating in the bed.
Exactly.
That's good enough for me.
Right.
It's too expensive. I can't afford it. 16%.
Wow.
Okay. It's not a part of my culture or traditions. Okay. Right. 15%.
All right.
I do not have the time. I am too busy doing other things. 12%. It's too old fashioned. 8%. Some people do consider it old fashioned.
Right.
I do not have a partner, but I don't think you have to have a partner to celebrate. What is this? Valentine's Day.
You can't even remember it now. My goodness, we've been talking about this whole time.
And then 20% had other reasons. So,
wow.
Yeah.
All right, so tonight I want to ask our audience, our own chimes here, whether or not they celebrate it and what it is that they did with it. I'm going to the comments now just to see.
Hey, Wanda.
Wanda's here.
I haven't seen you in a long time.
Elaine, it's really good. She's talking about the joint again.
What?
Harry and Meghan. They're still commenting on that. I never got to those. Yeah. Angie said she watched the whole season. It's so good. Hey, Angie, what's up?
Hey, Elaine. Hey, Angie.
And Camila talking about, did I learn nothing? I'm about to lose again tonight. How am I lose already? I hadn't even, you know what I'm saying?
I think she was talking about your answers to Megan.
Oh, my goodness.
I ignored it. He said.
Yeah. Horace ignored it. He said, where has he been? There's a whole season. He didn't even know about it. Okay.
Goodness.
So Angie says, Valentine's Day is one of my favorite holidays.
Okay.
This year, I initiated and made reservations for a restaurant. Jeremy did gift me chocolate-covered strawberries and a beautiful handwritten note. That's very nice. So here is a man that understands that his wife thinks it's important, and he does something for it. I think that's exactly what you should be doing.
Exactly.
No matter what.
Exactly.
Sophia says, my husband set up a picnic in our bedroom, and we watched my big fat Greek wedding.
Cute.
That's cool.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That doesn't cost any money.
Exactly.
Well, it costs whatever he costs maybe to buy the food, but that's not much.
So basically, our bed was our picnic, babe.
There you go.
We did the same thing.
We just said right. We set up a picnic. You know what I'm saying? Camila says it was never a big deal because my husband's birthday is the day after. But now we have a daughter. He gets a gift for everyone in the house. That's nice.
Okay.
But we had the same basic situation.
Yeah.
John's birthday is 2 days before, so, it
Exactly.
kind of messes it up. Primo says, for us, we exchange gifts. Dinner out is not always a must. I could care less about the day at all, but Shalita must have
Primo.
recognition. Yeah, we already know that. Shalita must have recognition of love on that day. So, on the day,
he
knows his
doing
wife.
That and I think that's beautiful, actually.
Wanda loves eating in bed, too.
Oh, yes, Wanda.
You're right,
It
Wanda.
is the best.
Look at Brian talking about, I love my wife 364 days of the year. On Valentine's Day, I just like her. Not letting the world tell me that I love and have to do for my wife. That's hilarious.
That's hilarious.
Angie said it's subjective. Yeah, if you think it's special, then it's special. That's right. That's exactly right. Yeah. And doing it too.
You said doing it.
That's right. Yeah, that's good. See, and Camila said, I just want to make it clear. Exactly right.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Was the teddy bear precious? I don't remember.
I don't
It
remember.
usually wasn't, probably.
What was the teddy? Wait, was the bear a teddy precious?
I don't
Oh,
even
a
know what
teddy
a teddy
precious.
precious is. What is
Well, I
that?
think I remember that. That's old, isn't it? Teddy
Yeah,
precious.
it might be too
I
old
don't
for
remember.
us. You know what I'm saying? Wanda agrees that the cards are real high.
They
you know
are.
What I'm saying?
Yeah.
Jib Jab cards are free? That
What's
must be
that?
online. What's up, Lloyd?
Jib Jab.
That must
I
be
need to
some
look that
online
up.
thing you
I
can
need
send
to
to
look
somebody
that
something
up,
like that.
honey,
It's free.
'cause
You know
these
what I'm saying?
cards are expensive.
Oh, my goodness. Okay. Sophia says, unfortunately, some people, not the Fords, laugh out loud,
Okay.
need a reminder to be romantic. I may be one of the. It may be one of the only times gifts and lovely stuff happens outside the birthdays and anniversaries.
You know what? That is very true.
Okay, so let's talk about that for a second.
True.
So,
okay.
in the case where Valentine's Day is the only time that you're doing something romantic, April and I would agree that there's something wrong in your relationship.
Yes.
You should not
well,
be.
Let's stop.
There's
let's stop for a second.
Hold on. There's 365 days in a year.
Let's stop for a second. Because there's some people who have a hard time being romantic. That's not something that they are.
Babe.
They're just not romantic. They to think that way is hard for them. So she's saying, you have some reminders in the year. You be romantic, your anniversary, Valentine's Day.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
You know what I'm
all
saying?
All right. I'm with you.
Yeah. You
all right,
can't.
all right.
You can't.
We won't go hard on
everybody's
anybody.
not
Okay.
romantic.
You're right. All right.
You
That's
know
fine.
what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's true. But all we're saying is, you should be trying to figure out ways to have a Valentine's feel often in your relationship.
I agree.
And I'm not talking
but it
about
doesn't have to necessarily be romantic.
Agreed. It doesn't have to. Yes, I agree with that.
It can be
you know what I'm saying?
just showing that love.
Yes.
Often.
Should not just be one day a year.
No.
That was the point I was making.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Shalita Davis sitting here just threw me for a loop. She said she doesn't need a gift on Valentine's Day, just words of affirmation. I think I'm being set up.
See, and you know what? It's so funny because another thing that the article talked about is having a conversation about it.
Of course.
And that
Very
you
important.
have to say, hey, what do you really think about this?
Yes.
You know, what do you really want to do on this day? Or
you do not want to swing and miss or not even come up to bat at all on a day that's important to your significant other. That's a bad thing. You're setting yourself up.
Right.
So you got to have the conversation. Is Valentine's Day important to you? And if it is, you got to figure out a way to make it happen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Claudia is surprised. She said, really? She says the last on the list. She's surprised that you're saying.
Oh, really?
I think
you're
that's what you're saying.
I'm saying, oh, yeah.
You're saying that Valentine's Day is the last, I guess, on your list of.
Definitely the last on my list.
See, I forget it's coming.
Right.
That's what I said.
Right. She just shake my head. Oh my goodness.
And see, I don't think that doesn't make us romantic. I think
we're
always doing that.
Eating in the bed with some food.
No, that's not what I mean. I'm saying we're celebrating our love all the time.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I don't need
okay.
Valentine's Day to tell me and remind me. Right, you need to bed.
Oh my goodness. No,
Primo,
but I think that it's nice.
Sophia said, Primo, don't fall for it. Them words need to be in a card or some music or accompany some flowers, chocolate, something. So Sophia
the words
knows.
need to be in something.
Exactly. See? And he said, I knew it.
Exactly.
Just saved my life. Camila said, Primo, all I'm saying is you better have a gift next year because you don't have those words in her writing. So, yeah, I actually think a gift is important, especially in that situation where you know what I'm saying? I just told Jocelyn when we were dating, it was against my religion. That's what he told her.
That's what he told her? Oh, my goodness, that's wrong. Kim said, I like to use it as Galentine's Day, hanging out with girlfriends.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
That's nice.
I've never even heard of Galentine's Day
I have heard
before.
that. That is nice. Yes.
I like that.
That is very nice. I like that.
So is that, your husband must not care about Valentine's Day then? Because if he cared about Valentine's Day, wouldn't that be kind of a betrayal to go spend it with your girls and it's supposed to be with him?
Yeah, I really don't know that many men who care about Valentine's Day, honestly. So tell me if you do.
I wonder if that's true.
I'm not saying men don't. Right. I'm saying I don't. Well, actually, Paul might care. He seems like a guy who would care.
Maybe.
That he would like that.
Maybe.
Know?
Yeah,
I think he's the kind of guy who would like to have a special day where, because
right.
And I'm not saying that he doesn't go out and stuff. They go out and do stuff all the time. So it's not
right.
But I think I would say that
he just seems like a kind of guy
my
to
dad.
you.
I think my dad liked Valentine's Day,
Maybe.
or at least he knew my mother did. So I'm not sure.
Right.
I have to ask him.
I'm not sure either.
Yeah.
You think dad likes Valentine's Day? You think he cares about
No.
it? I should text him and ask him what he did.
I don't think he cares about it. I think he likes it because of mom.
Right.
Because I think mom cares about it.
She may. I don't know if mom does either. Growing up, I don't ever remember my parents doing anything on Valentine's Day. Like, I can't think
That's because
of
folks
any.
didn't want to spend no money.
That's exactly right. And they had 3 kids and all in school
Yeah,
and all that
man.
kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Marine Vet Carlos says, my V Day was great. It was my first with an individual who will potentially become my fiance, then wife. Okay.
Yes.
I knew she was the one when she surprised me, I guess, with a gift. This was a first for me receiving. Wow.
I love
So here's
that.
a guy right here that cares about Valentine's
And he said,
Day.
I gifted her a tennis bracelet, but I was conflicted because being raised as an Adventist, wearing and buying jewelry was a no-go. Well, honey child, you get that girl that bracelet, honey, because there ain't nothing wrong with that.
I'm glad you did it. Wow.
That is awesome.
So here's a guy that cares about Valentine's Day.
Yes.
And he received something, and that convinced him that this person was the one.
So I think
That's pretty
maybe
huge.
I mean, I guess it's the way you celebrate it that would make you like it or not.
I think so, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Karen says, I like Valentine's Day, but I don't need to have a lot of money spent on me. My husband got me a card and red roses. He came with me to the doctor's appointment.
Aww,
that was enough for me.
That's
Wow.
nice.
Doctor's appointment, that must have been like a acts of service type thing for you, Karen. That sounds really cool. By the way, hello, Karen. Good to see you tonight. So I was going to say this about April. April's actually allergic to most flowers. Roses really bother her and stuff like that. So the typical, I guess the stereotypical stuff you would get for somebody on Valentine's Day, April doesn't really eat chocolate with milk in it because milk bothers her, and she can't really do the flowers. So,
Yeah, I mean, I'm not. I don't really care about that.
You don't really care about that anyway.
But I wouldn't mind a tennis bracelet though.
Oh my goodness, man. Oh, yeah, Marine Vet Carlos jacking me up, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's hilarious.
Anna Maria said, gifts make me uncomfortable, but I love notes and letters.
Okay.
So on Valentine's Day, if you get a gift, even from Brian, you'd be uncomfortable with that?
Well, she loves notes and letters.
That's all. That's good.
So
you don't have to worry about
easy.
spending no money.
Yeah, man.
That's real good. You know what I'm saying?
So Kim said he doesn't really care about it, but he always gets me and the girls a gift, something small. I like plants, so he'll get a plant or a candle or something.
Okay, she's
That's
talking about
nice.
her husband, Odari, who gets her stuff for that. That's really nice.
That's very nice.
That's good that you know. And Karen says hi, by the way, because we said hi to her.
Yes.
Yeah. So this leads us really to something that we want to do for you guys that we want to make sure that we tell you right now. We're basically deciding to give a 50% discount for Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Just because we don't care about it.
Boot camp.
Exactly right.
Okay.
It's the intimacy
challenge,
actually.
Oh, yeah.
30-day intimacy challenge.
Sorry,
50%
I'm saying it wrong.
off. If you go right now to justjohnandapril.com/big sale, you can get 50% off. And that'll go from now all the way through Sunday, through the weekend. You'll be able to do that.
Yeah, so just use the code BLACKLOVE.
Use the code BLACKLOVE.
For Valentine's Day, this is something you can do for your relationship.
It's possible that you went through Valentine's Day and messed up and didn't get your significant other anything, and they actually want something.
You might need the challenge.
This would show them that you're serious about the relationship because you are willing to step up your intimacy with them during this time. So, Black Love, use that code at www.justjohnandapril.com/big sale when you're going to check out. You put in Black Love, you'll get 50% off of our 30-day intimacy challenge. And we invite you to do that.
Yes.
And that'll go through all the way until Sunday. And we hope that you decide to do it.
Yeah. Wanda said, my husband could care less. He is very romantic. He made sure my daughter had some flowers, and I made sure my sons had something. I just love showing love.
That's really nice.
You do, Wanda. You are such a loving person.
Carlos said he's not trying to show me up. Just trying to keep up. I was just kidding, man. I know I ain't got to worry about nothing. She may say she wants to.
Listen, my husband will go and buy me something on a regular day.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So I'm not saying I don't, I'm just saying. So I get gifts outside of Valentine's Day.
Okay, so I'm going to ask another question. This is a side bar kind of thing a little bit. And this is the question that I want to ask to the guys that are on tonight. Because you said you're not sure many guys really care about Valentine's Day. Of course, we have guys here on this chat who are in the chimes right now who are saying that they do care about it. And so it's something to them, right? Mm-hmm. I actually think that there's one thing for husbands that they probably are expecting to happen on any romantic kind of... Like, okay, anniversary, birthday, their own birthday, Valentine's Day. And here's what I want to ask you. The question is, do you think it is unreasonable for husbands to expect sex on Valentine's Day? Like that's a guarantee, especially husbands. Remember, we talked about husbands a while back that don't get it very often. Some are only getting it, once in a while.
Some women are only getting it once in a while, too.
Some women only get it once in a while, too. That's an excellent point.
It's not a...
You're right. That's
not a man or woman thing anymore.
That's
not
very
a husband
true.
wife. Come on now.
So maybe we shouldn't make this
No,
thing.
let's not
maybe
make
we shouldn't make
this.
this gender exclusive at all.
From our experience...
You're absolutely right.
With couples,
You're
but we should not make this a man or woman thing.
My question, though, still stands. Should a spouse expect...
that, yes.
Is it okay? Is it right for a spouse to expect that Valentine's Day should come with sex?
Yes. I think it is okay.
Oh, my goodness, man. You think that's okay?
Am I wrong for saying that?
I do not think you're wrong because I agree with you.
I think it's okay. Did I say you have to? No.
Right.
But I think it's okay to expect it,
right.
Especially on anniversaries.
Right, exactly. Anniversaries, birthdays, definitely.
Yes.
But Valentine's Day, too.
I think so. I think so, especially for a couple who celebrates it.
Yes.
Okay. You got to end with a bang. You know what I'm saying? If you have your nice little romantic time, you know what I'm saying? Yes, if you just have it, it's just a day. It's not really anything at all. Then it's just a regular day.
Right.
If, even eating in the bed, it's supposed to be that you have built up the emotional quotient to a level where you're like, okay, this has gotten to the point where I want to show my love physically.
Yes.
I think that would be something natural.
I want to know what the chimes think. Chimes, chime in right now. And this is what's hilarious. And Wanda already chimed in. She said, sure. And then she says, it's okay. I expect it as well.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. This is not no man thing.
Hey, Sophia said, I think bedtime should come with sex.
Exactly. This is not a husband or wife thing. Thank you, Sophia.
You mean exclusive husband or exclusive wife. Right,
exclusive,
right.
Yeah. It's a, whoever. Sophia said you guys need to host an intimacy getaway / cruise. We are
That's
actually
a great idea. We've been talking about doing some stuff.
We've been talking about doing that, so we're really trying to get that going.
We hadn't narrowed it down to a cruise, but we definitely are planning on doing our own in-person intimacy getaway. No question about it. And that is in the works. It's just not on the table quite yet. Maybe later on this year. You know what I'm saying? We will see.
Some things that are coming up, definitely.
Exactly. We definitely have a lot of in-person things coming up right now anyway. You know what I'm saying?
So, yeah, I think that's a good question. And I think that's okay to expect.
Yeah, I think so too. Here's the thing. I really think when it really comes down to it, that we as couples should be trying to find excuses all the time to celebrate our love. That's just bottom line.
Yeah.
And so if Valentine's Day is one of those days that's good, I don't think it should be where you have to be reminded by only having it once a year from some special thing. I think it should be something that you're always doing.
Yeah, I think so too.
You know
but even when you're always doing it, I think it's okay to celebrate that too.
Oh, I do too. Yeah.
But yeah, I agree that it should not be that that's the only day. That's when you remember, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so here's what we're going to do tonight. We're actually ending early because our brother is sleepy. We had a really long day. You know what I'm saying?
What up, Woo?
Woo.
You all late?
Yeah, it's time for y'all to chime in and say who won tonight.
Well, who was it that said it was already Team April early on?
I don't know.
That was before they knew what you were going to say, I guess.
Yeah, we're not really paying attention to that early in the show. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't really count.
You trying to win today?
Yes, I am.
He hasn't won in a while, guys.
It's been a long time since I won.
And nobody's even saying anything right now.
It's fine. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have to actually win. I have no problem with it. You can win every time. Is sleepy another word for celebration? Yes, actually.
I think John is taking what Sophia said when she said, as soon as she said, I think bedtime should come with sex. Yes. He talking about the end of the show. 2 minutes later, he talking
about... Time for bed.
Thanks, Wanda.
Wanda's Team April, of course.
Marine Vet.
All right, Carlos. Team Nixon. That is fine. That's a cop-out, but that's okay. You know what I'm saying?
No, he's right.
Well, then, since my name was I was born with Nixon, he must be Team John.
Wow, so now, wow.
Madeline's Team John.
Okay.
Yeah, Madeline. That's what I'm talking about.
That's all right. Listen, you need some Team Johns. I am Team John tonight, okay?
Are you?
So you can get some votes.
Well, thank you, man. That's nice. That's really nice of you. You know what I'm saying?
I'll give you the win for tonight.
I'm just leaving that Team John up there for a long time.
You know
what I'm saying? Just to make sure. You know what I'm saying?
Yay.
Kim talking about Team April.
You know
Elaine, Team April.
Yes.
I'm tired of losing.
My girls.
Losing all the time. I need to come with some hot takes. You know what I'm going to do? I think the next time I come on the show, I'm just going to praise the Harry and Meghan thing, and then I win.
We'll see. So you already told them, so they're not going to believe you.
Sophia said, I was thinking it's a tie, but April hit it with everyone needs to expect sex.
Thank you. He shouldn't have asked the question, right? He should have just said it.
Primo says, how are we actually counting the votes?
Primo, be quiet. We know who you
team.
We know who your teammate, your team is.
Carlos just clarified Team April and John.
Thank you, Carlos.
Here goes Sheldon, Team John. Thank you, sir. I'm saying.
He's trying to help you out, man.
Somebody give
Actually, it looks like it's a tie.
Ego said, I missed so much.
You did.
So
just say Team April. Because you missed so much.
It doesn't matter.
You might as well just be Team April.
Team John.
Okay.
Go ahead and do that thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So we're tied, babe.
Sheldon said just because.
So you didn't win. We're tied. Come on now, Woo.
Yeah. There we go. Now I won. Oh, man.
Let's see. Next week. Let me think about next week. Will we have our show next week, baby? We've been doing every other week, but
I don't remember. We might do it next week. Okay, I think there's something going on.
It depends.
I do want to throw this up here, though. I want to make sure you know about something that's coming up. Our friend, Kimon, is doing a Create Your Offer Challenge. This is happening very soon, February 27th through March 1st, from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. All you have to do to register is go to createyourofferchallenge.com. Now, this is kind of a big deal to us because this guy, Kimon, was very instrumental in helping us to get things up and running.
Yes.
And this guy's dope. You know what I'm saying? So I think you should actually sign up for this. CreateYourOfferChallenge.com. 3 keys to turning your knowledge into income.
He is amazing, and I think that a lot of you guys could benefit from it if this is something that you want to do.
There's no question about it. You may have like a thing that you think could be a side hustle.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You may want to go on and do your own business. There's a lot of people these days that are like, I'm tired of working for someone else. I want to work for myself. Kimon can help you with all of that stuff.
Yes, and go ahead and put back our Valentine's Day gift to our couples. We have our 50% off. JustJohnandApril.com/big sale. Go there and you can get our 30-day intimacy challenge for 50% off by putting in the code Black Love.
Put that in at checkout, and you will get that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
We're always excited to have you guys. We'll possibly see you again next week. I should look at the calendar to find out
now
what's
that I
happening
think about
next week.
it.
What's happening next week?
Because I got my Black History program. No.
Your Black History program next week? Oh, we definitely not coming on then.
Yeah.
We'll probably see y'all in 2 weeks then. You know what I'm saying?
We were talking about, do you need to be black?
You don't have to be. You know what I'm saying? See y'all next week.
White couples can have black love too.
That's true.
Yeah. Black Lives Matter. You know? Black love.
All right, y'all. See y'all next week.